I'd just like to welcome you all to Science Week. Our theme this year is light. My name is Mr. Savina. I'm the head of science at Austin Cove, and we've got quite a few things for you guys planned for tonight, and hope you enjoy it. Science is great. Science helps us to understand the world around us, helps us to understand how things work, and it also provides the opportunity for us to see just how things really come together. And yeah, I've enjoyed it for a long time. I enjoy teaching it, I enjoy learning it, and there's always new things to learn in science.
Hi, my name is Lee and welcome to our Night of Light. I like science because it's interesting learning about human biophysics and the stuff that's happening around us.
Hi everyone, my name's Mr. Monroe and I'm one of the science teachers at Austin Cove Baptist College. Well, welcome to the Night of Light, where we try and investigate all things connected with light. I've been asked to perhaps explain a little bit why I am passionate about science. And I think most people who love science just love getting their hands on things and doing things. Think about Mythbusters. Where else do you get paid for smashing things up? Well, I suppose down at the Speedway. But anyway, scientists get to test all sorts of things and see all sorts of things happen. And that's what we're going to have a look at tonight. At the moment, I'm going to put a Bunsen burner over here. And of course, remembering our procedures for lighting a Bunsen, strike the match first, turn the gas on second. So we're going to do that. And away we go. We've already got it on a blue flame, and we're going to just take some steel wool. So we've got some iron here, and what's going to happen is we're going to oxidise that iron. In other words, it's going to react with oxygen, and it's going to do it fairly quickly. So it's going to look like it burns. And there we go. As I don't put too many holes on the desk, Mr. Savina will not be happy with me. So there's some steel wool. I'll turn it around and turn it upside down to the other part that hasn't been exposed to the heat. We can see some light coming off that steel wool. That's called incandescent sort of light because it's produced from the heat. And the steel wool is combining with oxygen. Effectively, it's a type of rust. The next one I'm going to try is aluminium. This is taken out of an aluminium can. Believe it or not, aluminium burns. Her Majesty Sheffield was struck by an Exocet missile when it was off the Falkland Islands, and because it was one of their new warships, it was made of aluminium and had an aluminium superstructure. When it caught fire, it was really hard to put it out. The Brits decided from then on to go back to steel ships. So let's have a look and see what happens with this aluminium. Again, we can see probably a bit of plastic burning there, but the aluminium's starting to melt. It's heating up to a temperature and it's probably going to drop off in a minute. We can see a little bit of colour there. We can see some red. It's not too bright. I might have to move it off my heat source in a minute because it looks like it should become a little molten. It hasn't really burnt. There's been a bit of a reaction. It's changed its properties a little bit, and we've got a little bit of sort of reddish light coming from it as it heats up. Well, this one over here is an aluminium can. Inside that aluminium can I have got some steel wool, I have got some bits of aluminium, and I've got a sparkler. I've got one little problem here. If I show you the sparkler here, I'm not going to be able to light my aluminium can. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn all this off. We'll go outside and we'll see what happens when we combine some of these elements together and what happens to the can. This is meant to be the exciting bit. Follow me. We're going to light the sparkler. Most people have played with that. Got some magnesium and a few other chemicals in, and it's producing a sort of orangey red light. So we'll use this to get this one here going. We'll pop that one down there. This is where I hope that it will continue down into the can. And You can feel the heat a couple of metres away. That is hot enough to melt aluminium and also the iron, which is in the steel wool, so we have a molten mass at the bottom, radiating heat. So we just leave that to sort of cool. Got the tongs here, but that is really producing quite a bit of heat, and that is melted down to a fairly solid mass. So, if you're ever stuck in the desert and you want to do a flare for about 5 seconds, aluminium can, steel wool, put all your sparklers in there, chop up some other aluminium and put it in, voila, you'll have a 5-second flare. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to Austin Cove Baptist College's Science Week. Today we are looking at light as part of the International Science Week, and we're going to do a bunch of various different demonstrations showing the various cool effects that light can have on our understanding of the universe. Okay, so today one of the little experiments we are going to do is we're going to produce hydrogen gas. What my two little assistants here will do for us is they will mix some magnesium metal in with our acid in here, hydrochloric acid, that will produce some hydrogen gas bubbles. When we light these hydrogen gas bubbles on fire, they should produce a nice pop and some bright colour for us. So, gentlemen, if you would like to take it away for me, please. Mix our magnesium with our hydrochloric acid. Come on. Excellent. There we go, that's working now. Okay, now that our reaction is slowing down, we can take the top test tube off and prove to ourselves that this is hydrogen gas, because hydrogen gas catches fire.
Hi, welcome to our science night. I'm Hannah, and we're about to do an experiment called elephant toothpaste, and what's going to happen is the potato starch is going to react with this hydrogen peroxide and hopefully create a bubbling sort of foam substance.
Okay, is this dangerous?
No, it's just fun, really. Apart from, like, this might be dangerous, but, you know, we're safe.
You want to add that one first?
Science is awesome.
Hi, I'm Lockie. Welcome to our light thing. I like science because it's fun. It's entertaining, and it's interesting to learn about what happens in the world, how machines and your body works.